Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. Now, I was just going through my research for the day and I found something here and I decided, well, let me just continue with the video on the universal law, the Phi breakout, Fibonacci breakout, because I just noticed something here and I said, well, it ties down to my last two videos on the subject. Now, here's a stock that I just saw on Yahoo Finance. As I was just going through the day, checking out things out, and I see this stock here is up about 28%. It's being acquired by this company here. It's one of the highest volume gainers. In fact, let me go ahead and show you on Yahoo the reason why I saw the stock. Oh, I see they changed it, but they had talked about the stock being one of the highest volume stocks for the day, as you can see right here. I guess it was right in front of me. As you can see here, stocks, Stockwatch, ODP, BAC, NTSP, and since I already made a video about this here, which is part number 2, let's take a look at this one, this stock NTSP, just to see what the chart looks like. Again, to see whether, now I'm not saying all stocks that are buyouts or mergers are gonna have the same look and feel on the charts, but I just happen to notice that they both have the same charts pretty much. Let's take a look at NT. Let's take a look at this one from a weekly chart perspective. Let me adjust the chart. There we go. So this is the weekly chart, and as you can see, the stock had already broken out before today's news. So it broke out last week here. Buy point was at above $12, so it was already trading above that range. A very nice looking chart. In terms of the breakout, was similar to the previous breakout here, which offered you a nice cup handle and a breakout. So thanks, William O'Neill. But that breakout recently here, so anybody who was playing a breakout, even if you didn't know that the stock was gonna be bought out, at least you are playing the breakout as per the breakout principles. The RSIs had already shown warm up. This weekly RSI has to show you warm up before the actual major breakout takes place. That's just how it happens. Also, take note of where the RSI is trading. This is the highest RSI level in at least 2 years on this chart. So that shows, again, reinforcing the idea that the RSI is a measure of sentiment and not a measure of how overbought or oversold a stock is. It's actually a measurement of sentiment, a measurement of strength, a measurement of power. If you take a look at the daily, you see as of yesterday, the stock was trading above the buy point, which was here above on the daily at above 1230, somewhere there. So the stock had already broken out. So today's news is really rewarding these people who played that breakout. But of interest to us right now is in keeping it consistent with the previous videos. Take a look at the monthly for NTSP, and you'll see before the merger news came out, this is February the 19th, today is February the 20th, you'll notice that the stock was already trading above the monthly buy point, which was under $12 again. So you had an earlier entry point of about 1180, 1190 was your buy point there. So that was your entry point. But what should have caught your eye was the fact that the RSI was trading at 57, let's call it 58, very close to a breakout level here. In fact, was already trading at all-time highs on the RSI, okay, and also very close to 61.8. So there is what I'm talking about. And you'll notice also that the MACDs had already moved to new year highs, as you can see, already moved to new year highs here, and the other MACD was already at an all-time high. So the strength was there as far as the ultimate Muathe's breakout is concerned. So again, if you can concentrate on stocks that are really trading in this area here, just about 61.8, I guarantee you're going to be finding stocks with very good behavioral patterns. Now, you might not make money all the time. Nobody does with any setup. But the chances here that there seems to be something very powerful, like I'm calling it a universal law, but there's something here. Okay. Now, this is before the margin news. Now, take a look at what the chart looks like with the news now. Take a look at the monthly chart. As you can see, the stock for the month is up 45%. But now take a look at your RSI. It's now blasted above 61.8. So that's the key. I'm not saying that if you want to own stocks that are going to be bought out, this is what you look for. I'm just showing you that this is what happens before stocks take off. And if you give me a second, let me just run through some of the stocks that are doing well in this market so you can see the consistency of this natural low breakout. So here's one example of the stocks that have done well, lately. Notice the stock moved above 61.8 at some point, and I'm just going to run through them quickly so you can see that this is consistent all over the place. On the monthly level, again, here's another stock, and now this one has really done very well. I'm going to go back a couple of years so we can see where the stock started moving, and I guarantee you, again, notice that breakout there, and again that breakout there, it came below 61.8 and moved above it. Again, another entry point there. So you have two entry points here and another one somewhere here during this breakout. Consistency is what I'm talking about. Let's run through another. And these are the stocks that are leading the market in terms of gains as of right now in this current market. Take a look at that. Ultimate Muathe breakout also coincides with a breakout above 61.8. Take a look at this move from 3 all the way to 15. These are powerful moves. Let's take a look at another one. And I'm just running through stocks here that I know have done well recently, so bear with me. Here's another one. It might not seem like a very big gainer, but even when you go back here, it broke out above this level here. So in 06 it moved from about let's call it $8-9 all the way to $20 in quick order. Again, it comes back here, fails at 61.8. So notice again, here's something we can take away. A failure above 61.8 did not work for this stock, and you see the stock fell. Now notice years down the road, it successfully breaks out above that level, and this is enough to push the stock from about $4, $3 all the way to $12 in under 2 months. I'm talking about major moves in the market. Let's go through one more here. I know we owned this one in the recent market environment, and this one has done well for us. Notice the breakout level comes here. Let me do that again so we can have a straight. Notice here, just at 61.8, take a look at that breakout, which is beginning of 2012 at $10 all the way to about 32. Again, this is, like I say, I've looked at this, I've spent months, let me even just say years, studying this phenomenon, and I know it is absolute gold. Notice that breakout there. You see how it was stalling here? Stall, little stall, blast out of there. And that's again from about taking you, let's call it from 750 all the way to 18. Now, these are the major movers in the current marketplace. So don't joke around with these moves. Another one here. Stalled here. Broke out to new highs here, and we were playing this there in 2012. It's still moving higher. It's been a little bit slow, but the stock has held above that level. You're not losing money. And again, I like the fact that I show that one because it shows you that you don't get that blasts. You don't always get that major move. But what you do get is whenever you get the chance to make money, you're not losing money, but if you really want to make money, you have to be in the market whenever. Look at this stock breaking out here. which corresponds to this breakout here, corresponds to this breakout there. Bam! All right, again it comes back, moves below 61.8, recaptures it immediately, has another breakout from 25. Bam! Now again, this is one of the stocks that has done well for us over the last couple of months. Let's go through another one here. Take a look at this breakout. Recently it broke out to new 3-year highs there, which also corresponds to, let's call it somewhere around here, about 550. The stock in about 4 months has moved from that 550 level to about 13. Major movers in the market. Let's go through one that I know has done well over many years, so we can see when did this move in this stock begin. Take a look at this one. Now, I love the fact that I'm not making this up. There was resistance here about 61.8, and down the road, when we finally broke out here with an ultimate Muathe breakout, the fact of life is, if you extend that, you see that your entry point was here when the stock broke out successfully, and like a hot knife on butter, broke out from about 29 and has since gone as high as 190. This is one of the best stocks in the market right now. I'm going to have to stop there just so we can make the video not as long and yet be powerful enough to emphasize the idea that 61.8 works in a bullish market and 38.2 works in a bearish market, because it's the inverse. You want to avoid stocks that are breaking down below 38.2, and you want to spend all your time on the long side if you can find stocks that are breaking out above 61.8. Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. Good luck, peace, and blessings.